Hello everybody, welcome to the latest Worlds of ZZT Livestream, where tonight we are going to be playing the puzzle classic, Winter. This is one of ZZT's most well-known puzzle games, a big name for the era especially. It strives for atmosphere above all else. Most notably, once the game starts proper, there won't be any text at all. Like, not even a description of something if you touch it. No text. Text is bad. It's got a title screen theme that actually goes really hard that I completely forgot about. But before I unpause and get to that, I'd actually like to read a little bit from the game's text file, because it gives some fun background into where this game came from and why Myth made it. This game grew from a seed of desperation and jealousy. After more or less stumbling upon Mono's Summer 98 24 hours of ZZT competition, I found myself with a strong desire to return to ZZT. In fact, I was desperate to do anything at all, since for a long time, since Honor Quest Special Edition, my mind had completely failed to produce any viable ideas for Megazooks. After Night Planet, I saw a tremendous influx of terrific ZZT games, including Pop and Edible Vomit, which, along with my rediscovery of Kudzu and Bizanlu, made me horrifically jealous of the vision of these games' makers. These are games of atmosphere, games of meaning, games that come the closest to the pure art possible in ZZT. Jealousy, then, I would claim is the mother of invention, and in that spirit, I took the bits and pieces of ZZT ideas I had scribbled since Fred 2 and began to put them together. The result of this conglomeration, along with a bit of inspiration from Myst, is Winter, my first, non-24-hour ZZT game in several years. Its creation took place mostly in the months of May and June in 1999, picking up momentum after I finished high school. Like its predecessors, Winter is a game based on atmosphere, instinct, and intelligence. In some ways, whether good or bad, Winter takes these tenets to the extreme. This has several ramifications for the player. I have never streamed Pop. I think it was one of the first closer looks that I actually did. That's a fun game that might be worth streaming itself, actually. Let's see here. Our several ramifications include 1. The concept of atmosphere over all else is best shown by the fact that Winter uses only a very small amount of text. I've always been disappointed by the ugly way that ZZT presents words, and that cutesy little scrolling blue thingy that gives you no control. In Winter, I made a conscious effort to avoid using any such ZZT pop-up text dialogues. The result of this is that most puzzles must be figured out through other means, through sight, sound, and intuition. 2. The means of sound is very important in Winter. I realize that many people find the scratchings of the PC bleeper hard on the ears. Nevertheless, its use is necessary to complete the game. Many puzzles are solved easiest through audio cues. 3. The game has very little story. Originally, I intended it to be a deep, disturbing tale, but, for better or worse, I ended up with something completely different. Interpret the game as you will. I have my own ideas about the story of the game towards which I have pushed the design, but in the end, you will have to decide what it means for yourself. Again, Winter is about atmosphere, not plot. And then it goes on to give a whole bunch of hints, which I'm not going to read so I can actually play. This being a puzzle game, and one that I haven't played in a while, hopefully I can get through it in a reasonable amount of time. Absolutely no promises. I also recall one of the puzzles broke on me in my last playthrough. So hopefully that doesn't happen, because none of the reviews, and this game has a lot of reviews because this is a big name game for ZZT, none of them mention oh yeah, shame that one puzzle's broken, because I don't think it's supposed to be. But we'll see. Now we'll listen to the beautiful title music. Brace yourselves. And then it's just gonna loop. But it's very good. It goes in very hard. It's probably not too long. I mean, it's a puzzle game, so of course it really depends on how quickly you can get through them, but there's not a ton to it, which works in its favor, probably. I love this little swirl pattern in the menu. It's a really good use of line walls, centering on the player like that. We also get a little bit of information within the game itself, which gives us, like, the actual story. One day, while sitting in class, you let your mind wander, and before you know it, you've wandered a bit too far. There's a palace of some sort directly in front of you, covered with rime and silent as a buried leaf in winter. If you've wandered this far, you think, what's the point of stopping now? So you enter the palace and let yourself delve further into the machinations of an idle mind. Designed and created by Myth, and music by Myth and Lipid. Beta tested by a slew of people. And there's a website. Yeah, unsurprisingly, there's going to be some wintry colors in this game. And I would argue that EGA's default palette is pretty good for that. It's got like 4 colors right here that all are pretty viable. And when you've got 16 total, having a quarter of them be good for something is a pretty good amount. And so it begins. Step inside the Ice Palace. Tragically, things like Clean ZZT weren't around, so we do get our little fake wall pop-up. You kind of just get to putz around and try and figure things out. And again, no text unless absolutely necessary, which I really think is just nowhere until like the ending. We just get nothing but to take in the mood and check out these cool stairs and a big door. And by 1999, if you've been playing ZZT for a bit, you have enough convention that really you don't necessarily need these things to all be described. Well, that's not helping us out. So we can't go left. Can't go up. Therefore, we can go right. Can't go right. Therefore, we must solve puzzle. Can we go right now? There we go. So, you know, switches, control, paths, and you can't have all 3 open at once. That's the puzzle. If you look real close, you can see that the spot I'm standing next to is slightly different. It's going to be dark cyan on gray instead of gray on dark cyan. So you get this slight flip. That's not being very helpful either, huh? Let me in. I would assume this is left, top, and right. I can't say for sure. Specifically, though, this is the puzzle that did break for me. Got that? Yeah, actually, I should flip pages on my Mission Enigma notes and have some winter notes because this is a good game for a notepad. Okay. Well, let's try it. Up open? Well, the side passages are open. So hopefully that can get us going somewhere. And you know, you can tell what these things are if you've played ZZT before. Let's just write that down. Exclamation mark, colon, star, exclamation mark, percents. And that's the blue key. And even though you're not getting descriptions, you're still compelled to touch things, because you don't really know, even if it won't give a description, it might still do something. Okay, so our green club, or ruffian, exclamation, star, percent, star, colon. And the gray torch. Star, colon, exclamation, percent, exclamation. And we've got some purple doors. And I think we can probably put that together. Let's see, what are all of these? So top to bottom, we have exclamation, colon, star, percents. So let's work some magic. That sounded promising. One down. And this kind of thing is kind of a nightmare to imagine the coding for. It is one thing to do a little input the password with the objects thing, but this has to track 3 of them simultaneously. And the 2 of them start with exclamation, so it's not even a matter of just only caring about the first note. Okay, 2 for 2. Will this last one work? I really hope it does. I hope I just somehow broke it last time. Yeah, it just don't like that one, huh? Right. Star. Colon. Oh, there it goes. Did I just type it in wrong that time? I definitely broke it before, because I remember having to, like, dig through the code and stuff and try and figure out what was going on. I think it might be if you do your keys a little too fast, maybe. But that's how you make the cool art, is the thing. So So we're clear. No zaps required for this. So it should be smooth sailing as long as I can solve the puzzles from this point. Torches. And this board is doing some nice work with mostly stock colors. You don't really see that kind of hybrid approach of vanilla and STK in like being discrete things on a board. The room is dark. Okay, let's brace ourselves. Okay, so we can annihilate the sliders. 1 and a 3. I'm pretty sure I did this last the first time I played this game. Although I don't quite even remember all the areas. I remember the tree, the forest one. That was my favorite. Oh. It's been a while. It's been several years now, I think. What'd that do? It was already on 1, though, so I don't think setting it to 1 will do me any good. There's a 2. That's just a big old circle. Aha, okay. They're shuffling around a little bit. Aha! Oh, actually, I'm remembering what the end of this area is now. Oh boy. So you get a dungeon crawler without any enemies to fight, any distractions from our quest. I'm just flying blind here. There we go. We found the computer thing. Now we just need to get to it, though. I also wouldn't mind getting to all those torches. Which objects? Was there something in the computer room? Take a look when we get there and figure it out. Okay, so I've managed to walk past 2. So will this let me walk past? Oh, I'll walk past. 1. Oh, or that. Also good. Almost. Worried I may waste too many torches doing this. Okay, get to the other board. This is just going to be... No, wait. Oh, we found the computer again. What is that doing? Oh. Oh. It's just because we're looking at like half blocks and we're looking at it as the two dark grays as being the same row, but they're two different rows. So it's the top and bottom rows of the computer just have a dark gray on light gray object that are just changing characters. It's just because they look like they're on the same level. They look like two half blocks in between, as it were. Okay. Unfortunately, I am broke on torches at this point. I plan to go back to this board. Did not help. It just made me waste a lot of light. It is doing a lot. It's definitely a game by somebody who knows what they're doing. Okay, I think that should let me get past number 3. Now I should be able to go past the computer. Oh, not the computer. We're in this creepy room with really good sound design with that sort of life support-esque beeping. And I think a lot of the fun is that we are not getting a description out of this. We just get to walk in here and make of it what we will. Very good glass texturing with just the white highlight. What's actually to the south here before we check out the cool computer? Okay. I don't remember if I went to that board last time. Alright, brace yourselves. This might take a bit. This, though, as terrible as I am at it, is like a wonderful puzzle. I can't recall if the goal is to get them all to 0. Probably, since it goes into the negatives. I was stuck here for a long time when I was playing this. It definitely took a while. It's really impressive. It's very easy to make like an on-screen number with an object in ZZT that counts up or down, but doing both is much more of a pain. And I think this is early enough too where people don't know that there's like the time counter. So this is all entirely being done in code. There's no like counters being used. Are there flags? We do seem to have a whole lot of flags. Yeah, that's a lot. Alright, well, I don't want to be here all day. I totally bet that my old Closer Look has a screenshot with the solution. Oh god, I played this in 2020, actually. It's been a little under 2 years. This time happens. Let's see here. Spoilering myself on all the cool puzzles I've yet to get to, because I am going in a different order. Okay. Oh, I was surprisingly close, as is. Not that I had the slightest idea. There we go, we broke the computer. I'm sure that computer wasn't doing anything important. What a messed up little game. Some of them just did not survive, and the others just opened a portal and gave me a key. They're definitely skeletons. Oh, hang on. Now this door's open. Let's not hang on, actually. We've got to get rid of this purple key first and foremost. Again, this game is just... it relies on the fact that if you're playing this, you probably already know what ZZT is and understand the mechanics of it a bit. So it comes as no surprise when you get a purple key and you see 3 purple doors here. You can kind of put the pieces together. That's something important, probably the goal of the game. Okay. That was left. Okay, I don't know why it's letting me do this now, but now it is. That's okay. This is the part I want to do. I'll head to the trees. Beautiful, beautiful trees. I love this forest. Just good use of unconventional tree colors. Well, we got our purple key. I'm sure that's good. Yeah, that's another thing. This game is making... Actually, like... Yeah, everything on this board can technically be achieved without STK. Some with a bit of difficulty, like you'd have to change ammo and torches into things to get your browns and dark cyans, but it's all regular graphics. Well, now it's not. I don't think you can do plain dark green. You can do black on dark green. So we're stuck now. The only way out is through. Say hello to our friend again. Does any of this mean anything? Who knows? But it's fun to explore. Back here again. This game also gets to play around a bit with the board connection mechanics, where they can connect to whatever they want. Also, this tree. It's flickering so fast that I don't even know if it matters. It probably still does. It's flickering so fast that my brain's like hardly even processing it as this big flashy thing. It's a really cool board, but yes, there's some colors here. There we go, red tree. Well, let's when in doubt, break out Kev Edit. Our doors. That. Hang on. You just hear my computer's fan kick in on this board. And this even, like, feels laggy with this movement. So yeah, this is well before people really understood the importance of ending a cycle manually instead of letting it expire by running the change command like 30 times per cycle. Yeah, the sidebar don't like it either. Now, all that remains is the health tree. And to go inside... Okay. So, I mean, this is another staple ZZT puzzle. I mean, we just saw this when we were playing Monster Zoo last stream. The fun thing, though, is this is an actual side perspective, so I can't move up here, which means you have to pick up the keys in order. You can't go around to get to the back. And we get a fun little elevator. And I wanted to just... Oh, thank you for the follow. Yes, you can definitely get stuck on this. I wanted to press this arrow just to see what happens, but I don't know if I want to pick up a red key immediately. I'm going to. Okay, yeah, and it gets even more complicated because there's levers. Alright. Yeah, thank you for the follow, and Sanjibus. And I will now try to actually solve this. I don't have a lot of options. Also, it doesn't help that it's using red and yellow, and yeah, I took a guess. Listen, I gotta take a crack at it. I gotta try and be polite. I don't even know where the syllables are in that, honestly. Okay, this is where I wish the colors were not so similar to each other. Well, we'll need a blue. The white door is yellow. Okay, well then that's... I'll try those two. I think so too. There's another yellow one at like the very top next to the cyan one, and there's only one other yellow key, so that makes that easy at least. Okay, so that opens up. Well, oh no, yeah, we're good. Lower that. Oop. Don't move too fast in the elevator, you might break something. I did have my red key still. Okay. Press the big button, the extremely big button. It's very satisfying. And then we open things up a bit more, so now it gets more difficult here, actually. Okay. The other big button. Okay. I just hit this big button. Look at that, all the big buttons. Okay, so now I want to start opening some doors. This isn't the right one. Or no, that is the right one, because I have to hit the other one anyway. Let's make a... in the middle of the puzzle save, that's always dangerous. Actually, this doesn't seem too bad, which is going to be my famous last words, I'm sure. Wait, how do I get out from up here? Go. Okay. Thank goodness. Okay. One last chance to mess this up if I went for that lone key. I have to open the yellow door first. I definitely fell for it the first time I played this. What am I doing? The lever. Third floor. I would imagine that I need to go back for that last key. Maybe not. There's another gorgeous looking board. Oh, and sometimes the stars twinkle. If you look really closely in the corner, you got that weird pattern again. So that's 2 keys now. So we've gone left, we've gone right. Yeah, we need to go up the stairs and into this new thing. 4. And a spinny slider piece, which flips the sliders. Which sounds scary, but actually I think it makes this way easier than a regular slider puzzle, because you can kind of just corral garbage in the corner and be okay. Alright, making progress already. That looks like it needs to be flipped. There's our second. Shoot, do I even need to do anything for this one? Apparently not. This one looks like it has some clutter to get rid of first. There we go. Puzzle solved. Cool gems on sticks. And we can continue onward to the sky, where we are dropped onto the ground. Some plants and twinkling stars, and a really nice minimalist background too. This is another contender for one of the best looking boards. We got some convenient triangles, which are dark blue, dark cyan, white, yellow, red. Sure, that will be important. Ah, the torch thing. Oh, I remember this actually did bug me. It's kind of hinted at with how that room above is weirdly shaped, but I definitely just assumed that was a dead end. Look at that. Except I don't need to go here yet, so yeah, I am just already in torch danger. Okay, now for the real scary puzzle. This one is a big pain, or at least it was. Part of that is I think this was one of the last games that I did my closer looks for in DOSBox. So it's a very precise movement-based puzzle, and I had to deal with DOSBox's key input for ZZT. So it was very rough. Also, yeah, you can't get yourself killed. There's some bubbly-looking things in the water. Some bombs, and a lot of breakables. I'm just flying blind here. Okay. Good news is that freed up a couple of them. I don't know if that freed up enough of them. Probably not. I also need to blast away some of this stuff here. And then when you bomb those, they act a little different. And you have to bomb them multiple times. And the layout means I already probably screwed myself over. This is like way too far back to shuffle. Yeah. Oh, we're still alive and kicking. That's why we're here. We have a game jam going on right now for Oktoberfest, as it's going for the second year in a row. And that's going to be getting us a couple of brand new games in the next few days. But I think we already did break 50 new games this year. Some of that is revisions of older ones and things, but after a long dormant period, the ZZT community is kicking again. I want you, because you're so far back. That looks better. And you can use lit bombs to push unlit bombs, which is helpful. But is it enough? That seems like a a reasonable spot, though. So do this. Okay, what can we accomplish with this? That didn't even hit this one here, so already not good, actually. Remember right. Okay, so we popped one, and I think the others are in critical condition. Oh, is that gonna reach? That reached. I forget what the deal is. Don't they, like, hurt you? No, okay, they don't do anything. Oh yeah, we're not done. There's still some bombs. But I think this is a bit more manageable at this point. Because now it's just a race. Hmm. Alright. Up. And then up a bunch, I guess? Oh yeah, that'll work. There we go. Yeah, that's a lot easier when you don't have to fight for your keys to actually do what you tell them to do. That's still very precise, but yeah, we took out that water like it was a computer. Now we just gotta make our one torch count. Ah, I was curious if I was gonna make it in there or not. See? All the torches you need. River's been destroyed. Yeah, I love the sense of elevation this gives off. Oh. I don't have any torches. Well, yeah, that would show up here. Made it to the ground. We took the long way, but probably the better way. Now we get the water's revenge. Some buttons. And nothing. Boy, this one's also pretty easy, actually. So, first time I played this, I got stuck on that bomb puzzle long enough that I kind of forgot that there were those very convenient triangles at the top of the mesa, the night mesa. And so I didn't know what the password was. I had to kind of like brute force it and be like, well, this makes sense. And it does play tones when you get things right. I actually had to really legit piece it together and be like, ah, okay, we're going from cold to warm, sure. That's true too. You're kind of not going to make it up there if you don't have torches. We've done the night mesa. We've done the forest. What did it call it? I like the names of the areas. You only see them if you look in the editor. The underground forest, the mechanical caverns, the night mesa. Which almost certainly, after like playing Anna, is where those area names came from. Oop, that's not where I want to go. Oh no. Talking about a good game. I went in the wrong passage. But Anna's got stuff like Felt Forest and Mechanical Heights. And I forget the others right now, but that's a fun one. We've got our keys. Our doors. We've got this fun-looking board, which is very Clism-looking. Now for the final puzzle. Minesweeper. Or something along those lines. Well, hopefully y'all have been paying attention. What if we make symbol? It's beautiful. Well, we might actually finish this before my alarm goes off. Yep, you just gotta keep your eyes open. And also pay close enough attention to be able to recreate it, which, since it's only like 4x4, is not that difficult. But that's a good thing. Anyway, speaking of like kudzu inspirations, here's our like weird glowing light to approach. Press the button. Enjoy the void. As you exit the palace, you decide that this has been a more lucid daydream than usual. You tell yourself that it's just a string of random thoughts and patterns, but still, you can't help but feel that someone else might be in control. And as you face the distant peaks, you're not sure if you want to leave. The end. And that's winter. Does that symbol mean anything? I just assumed it was made up, but I don't know if it has any actual, meaning. It always just looked like a badminton shuttlecock to me. That's all I can get out of it. Sports. But that was winter. That went by actually quicker than I thought, but still a little over an hour. If you enjoyed that one, there are plenty more ZZT games by Myth. Most of them don't really take quite this strong of an approach towards puzzles and ambiance. But there's also plenty of games that inspired this or were inspired by this. So if this seems up your alley, give it a shot yourself. Check out the games mentioned in the text file: Pop, Bees and Lou. Edible Vomit's on that list. I don't quite think that. I wouldn't say if you like this, you'll like Edible Vomit. But you'll probably like Edible Vomit in general, despite the name. And then, Anna for something a bit more modern that definitely has some vibes from this. But yeah, this is, I think, what we call trippy. It's not tagged as trippy. It's very difficult to decide what trippy means. It's just a bizarre label popular in the ZZT community for these kind of more abstract experimental games, which may or may not be drug influenced or related necessarily. That's going to do it for now. We'll be back on Sunday. Actually, let me get our credits going. We'll be back on Sunday afternoon, 2 o'clock Pacific time, where I'm going to play something for Halloween, and I decided to just keep running with the theme here. We're going to play another game by Myth. It will be Night Planet, which was created for a 24 hours of ZZT contest. So the entire game was made over the course of one day, and it won that first contest. It's a fun one. It's definitely going to be a brief one. I recently found out that, apparently it actually has a straight-up sequel, which was also made for 24 hours of ZZT, so I suspect it's also a brief one. I make no promises on it being a double feature, but I will definitely have the second game ready, just in case. But we'll see how that goes. Sunday is already going to be a busy day for me, and it's Halloween, so it might be a busy day for you too. So that's going to do it for now. I hope to catch you all next stream. Thanks for watching. Oh, also, this is a board in winter.